Happy Thursday. Here we go. I think it's live. Alrighty. Podcast day. I'm so excited.
I'm here too.
Hello.
Take two.
This is take two because we just streamed live on my personal YouTube channel,
Yeah.
which is like, what? Whoever wants to watch that.
That's so funny.
So, hello, if you have time to join us today. I was just saying to Jodi that I can't believe it has been almost 2 years since we hit publish on a video for a crazy knitting podcast.
Wow.
And I used to be so embarrassed. Like, I didn't want anybody to find out about it. It felt weird because I really didn't know much of, I didn't know anybody that knew about knitting podcasts.
I know.
So I just thought it was weird.
Yeah.
And I remember feeling all like my heart all fluttery
Hi ho.
and nervous. Girls in the Yarn Cafe.
Hello, ladies.
Thanks to anybody that has time to join us live. I know this is kind of a weird time because here in North America, lots of people are at work. But we're going to have to figure out another time that works better. Maybe we'll have to do on a Saturday.
Yeah.
Maybe like at 11 a.m. or 12 a.m. on a Saturday. So if you feel like leaving a comment below telling us your best time, because it would be really nice if we could have it work for as many people as possible, like the folks in Europe and over that way. So, but isn't that crazy? It's been almost 2 years.
I remember being so nervous.
Doesn't it feel like yesterday? Oh, I thought I was going to throw up.
And you go back to the first 10 or so and you watch again and it's...
I haven't actually for a long time.
Very cringy in some moments.
And you know what? We've been super proud of every video we put up.
We only
put up stuff that are totally us.
Yeah.
But you're right. We've changed so much and
we're just so relaxed and this is now us. We were sort of not putting on, but like you're just sort of, you want to watch what you say and you want to try and say the right things. And
it took a while for us to feel our way about what's acceptable because of course at the beginning your goal was to have people watch you.
Yeah.
Right? And create a community and the whole Ravelry group blew our mind and now people are knitting along with us every month and that's like, what? But we love that you guys are so accepting of us and our maybe quirks and things that you don't see.
Quirks?
What? Our normal, whatever our normal is. So we really appreciate that you guys accept us for who we are. So thank you.
I wonder if I should get one of those chin hold things.
No, stop it. I'm going to get that thing that... Yes, I'm getting it. Don't even.
Perfect.
Can I just say, I really love those profile shots on Off Our Needles that we get.
Aren't they good? How about the one looking like this?
Oh, so good.
We could actually enter it in Ellen's bad photos.
And I mean, we love everybody there, and the photographers are amazing.
A couple of them are
just like, being critical of the way we look. The photography is not bad, but anyway.
So, went grad dress shopping this week. Prom.
Now, who's graduating? That's
Jordan,
huge.
My middle, Jordan.
Graduating high school.
In June. And the dress had to be ordered. We, a lot of girls around here go to like bridal stores because they have a bazillion bridesmaids dresses.
Right.
Or like dresses for any occasion.
Right.
And they have to be ordered like 4 months in advance.
We did not know that when Georgia graduated from high school. We went in like February thinking that was lots of time for May or June. Yeah, no, they said you have to pick what's off the rack. We can't order anything for you. And so thank goodness we found something in her favorite color and that fit well. But we took it to a tailor anyway, to tweak it a little bit. But anyway.
And it's got pockets. It's navy blue.
So tell me about it. Bodice.
It's got straps. It's got not quite a sweetheart neckline, but a little bit of shaping here. And it's fitted just maybe 3 inches below the boobs, 4 inches below. It's not quite umpire, but it's close. And then it's this gorgeous box pleated, oversized.
Now, how long is the skirt?
Full length.
Nice.
I'm trying to convince her to wear flats.
So comfortable.
Yeah. And pockets. She'll always have her phone. And
you can even get those like rhinestoney runners. They're like kind of dressy and cute, but they've got crystals and stuff on
I think whatever she wears, you're not really going to see it.
You're not going to see them.
Anyway, so that was really fun. What else this week? Just lots of sewing. Yeah. Making as many totes as I can.
Working lots.
Well,
I think your fabrics are amazing. And the tote bag is amazing. I had my tote bag out this week. I had it stuffed and I took my knitting with me and it's such a treat.
Oh!
I love it.
I went to Banff with my husband this past weekend.
What? Did you leave the room?
Not Saturday. No, we went out for dinner.
You got your money's worth for the room rate, right?
You know what was in Banff and Lake Louise this weekend? It's an international snow sculpting competition.
Did you go?
It's in Banff. It's on the streets, not on the main street, but these were like 10 feet tall. There was one team from Amsterdam,
What?
Yukon. It was all over the world. And then
I would love to see something like
I
that.
know, the ice sculpting world competition was in Lake Louise.
Okay, so there's a girl that here in Edmonton. I follow her on Instagram, and she's always got the best pictures. She's a photographer, but she's always got the best pictures. And they went to Lake Louise this weekend too, and she's got beautiful pictures of that.
Yeah, so that was there this weekend.
Wow,
I know.
love
So we
going
had
to Banff.
tons of fun. And
We're so lucky that it's relatively close for us. It is. Yeah. I think it's got to be one of the most beautiful places on earth.
It's so gorgeous.
And we can, hop in the car in the morning and be there by the afternoon.
Exactly.
Easily.
And my husband said Thursday, he said, just let me know if there's any yarn shops you want to stop at.
Hello.
Screech the tires. I did because
he's a good guy.
I'm doing a test knit, and I'll talk about it, but I really wanted to do it with the yarn that the pattern writer had written it in, because
I like that too.
I'd always wanted to try it. So we stopped at Stash.
I love, what? Calgary has maybe half a dozen yarn stores. I've only been to one.
Yeah.
And it is Stash Lounge. I love it.
Okay, the ladies there were awesome.
I don't know why we don't go more often. I don't know why we just don't take a day just for like a little vacation, you and I, drive to Calgary and have lunch,
go to Stash,
buy some yarn that we don't have here in Edmonton.
I did that.
And then come back.
Yeah.
Because that's a treat. That would be a treat. That would be like a mini vacation for us.
It would be. It was so fun.
Why don't we do that?
I don't know. And so that was my weekend and my week.
It's a good one.
And yeah.
That's a really good one. I didn't do anything exciting this weekend.
No?
No.
How's the dog? Stop shitting in the house?
Puppies are good. No. Apparently that was a false alarm. She is still crapping in the house.
It'll take a while.
So she's not as smart as I thought, but she's still super cute. But it's all good. I mean, whatever. I had her at the vet the other day, and the vet said, oh, she's probably going to top out at about 8 pounds.
She's little.
So she's going to be little.
Oh my goodness, she's a doll.
Yeah, so today, what do we have? We've got some works in progress. We've got some finished objects. We have a little review for you on a pattern collection that was sent our way, and we actually get to give you guys a copy of that, so that's exciting. And I thought maybe we could have some time to answer some questions in our Ravelry group.
Sure.
That thread is bursting, and it's really hard to stay up to. It's hard to get in there and answer them all. So it's just fun to do a few, and we used to say, let's do a few every week. And we keep forgetting.
We do forget it, so we'll try and remember to get back on that.
We forget everything.
I don't have a lot of knitting to show because our knit along for Craftsy for the next season.
Yes.
I just finished knitting. It's a garment, is all I'm going to say.
So good. I'm so jealous you're done.
Because I was very monogamous. I just wanted it done. So I don't have a ton of knitting, but what I have to show you is really fun. So.
Yeah. Yeah, we do. We do have knitting to show, and I have some yarn to show.
I do too. I bought yarn this time.
Did you? Over Christmas, I bought myself some yarn.
Hi, Vicki.
And it's finally just shown up. So I'm excited to show you that because it's some of my favorite dyers.
I don't know about you, but we have our tripod away a little bit more this time. So I see everybody commenting. I can't read it very well. So sometimes,
hello, Scotland, I see.
Yeah. So if there's a lot of writing in the box, I can't catch it.
And we're also trying to make this a podcast just like we would if we pre-recorded it.
Yeah.
So that people later are going to be able to watch and get the same experience as you guys are right now. But hello to anybody that has a chance to be with us right now. Because what time is it? It's like about 1 p.m.
You should text Mom. Is she golfing?
I texted her. I thought of it last time.
Okay.
I texted ahead of her. She is golfing.
Yeah.
I said, Mom, we're going to be live. And she goes, I'll have to catch you later.
Yeah, for sure.
So she will catch us later. So, hi, Mom. Everything's good at work. Yeah. Everything's good at home.
Doing payroll tomorrow. We switched our payroll system.
Can I just say, I'm really glad.
You're not payroll?
I'm not the payroll girl.
You know what? This is going to be good.
Hello from Alaska. Sorry to interrupt.
It's going to be good. It's really going to be good. And it's going to be so easy. Ken's programs aren't hard.
No.
It's just learning a whole new system.
Correct.
Yeah.
And once, you get a couple under your belt, it's going to be really, really.
And it's people's pay.
Well,
so it's not like you
can't screw up. Is that what you're saying?
That's what I mean. Like you want to make sure it's there in their bank account anyway. So it's good. So should we talk knitting?
Let's talk some knitting. Okay. I've got some.
Okay, show us your FO.
What are we going to start with?
FO.
FO?
Yeah.
Okay, so I have 2 FOs. And I'll start with this little one that's so cute.
No wonder you're not done your garment knitting.
It's no wonder. Trust me, it's no wonder. Because, you know, I did have in my mind, I should have something to show on the podcast. So I did.
Oh my God, I love those.
Going to Edinburgh Yarn Fest. There's Blacker Yarns is sponsoring the podcast lounge. So there's a knit along going on, and I had happened to order some Blacker yarn this summer. So I thought this is a good time to knit it up. And I was working with their Blacker Classic. This is actually the same one that I had in my Selbu mittens from a couple episodes ago. So this is just a different color. This is the mustard colorway.
I'm crazy about this yellowy green mustard.
And I only bought one ball of each color because I was going to pair them to make mittens, right? So you can only do so much with one ball, a 50-gram ball of worsted weight yarn, right?
It's only 50?
It's only 50.
Yeah.
And so these are, it's
woolly.
It's woolly wool. It's like kind of like Cascade 220, right?
But it's going to be warm.
But they're warm and it shows the cable. These are the kindling mitts, which were patterned in Helen Stewart's knit vent from a couple of years ago.
It's telling you it's DK, but it's a very thick DK.
I wonder if they have different terms in Europe. Can people from Europe, now that we're live, can you tell us DK, is that a real thing over there? Because this to me, it feels like what we call more of a worsted weight yarn.
Well, how many stitches is it telling you?
So if you look at the gauge, it says 20 stitches.
Which is worsted, isn't it?
On a 4mm needle. So over here, about 20 stitches on a 4.5mm needle is worsted.
So it's really close.
Okay, no, we don't have DK, somebody says. Okay, so, I mean, I love it, but I was just trying to figure it out because I'd never used it before. What weight is it? What would I call it? But I used 42 grams of a 50-gram ball. Do you want to try them on?
Did you know you were going to knit just fingerless?
That's the whole pattern. This is the pattern. The whole pattern. There is a few more rows of ribbing on either end. So in the pattern, I did 4 less rounds. But
just in case?
No, just because I wasn't sure how much. And
really, you probably would have run out.
This is all I have left. I probably had. I didn't have enough.
Not to do both.
No. So on both mittens. So Kindling Mitts by Helen Stewart, and they just whipped up in no time.
Let me tell you, my hand's already warm.
Magic loop, and so I did block these yesterday,
and
it still
cute
feels
cable, you guys.
It feels like a little bit of a woolly wool, but you know what? I feel as I was knitting this, I was thinking, if you knit a sweater, a cabled sweater or something like that, and it would last forever,
lifetime.
So this is a blend of British wool with including 30% of Blueface Leicester. So
it's beautiful yarn.
I love it.
And isn't it really affordable?
Like I said, I bought this at the Woolly Thistle in the summer. I don't remember it being very expensive.
Yeah.
But I know they've got a giant booth at Edinburgh Yarn Fest, and they have so many breeds of sheep.
You should wear your mittens and say, hi, I like that one.
Does anybody recognize this yarn?
Can you help me with something?
I like that. Oh, this? Oh, these? So this is the mustard colorway, and when I ordered mustard,
Hi, Christy Glatz Knits.
I thought it was going to be more yellow. Christy loves your hat.
Thank you, Christy. Christy and I were both. She also had, was it the yarn that found the pom-pom or backwards? But like Christy had said, I found this pom-pom and I had this yarn. It was meant to be together.
It was fate. They came together. So anyway, I feel like this is more a greenish yellow.
It is a greenish yellow. I would say, would you say chartreuse?
And that's totally fine with me because I love them both.
Yeah.
But they call it mustard, and maybe it's like that dirty deli mustard. Like, you know what I mean? That dark brownie mustard. We're thinking like French's yellow mustard.
Like baby shit. For a baby's poop.
Like, I don't want to say it's kind of like a snot green, but that's what it looks like.
But we love it.
I love the color.
Yeah.
So I don't know how to describe it. It's not celery. It's not avocado. And I certainly...
Dijon mustard.
Maybe kind of Dijon-y.
Dijon-y,
yeah. So
thank you.
It is totally mustard.
Yeah. Susan, guess what?
Stop it.
The only reason why I'm stopping and talking about another comment is because, Susan, did you realize we're going to be at Stitches West together in a few weeks?
Susan is Susan B. Anderson, and so we are going to a retreat on Galliano Island in April where she is a teacher.
Yeah.
Hello, how exciting is that going to be? That's off the coast of Vancouver, out that way.
Yeah.
And we're going to Stitches West in a few weeks. That's really soon. That's the middle of February. And I was looking through all the vendors, and I texted Jodi right away. Barrett Wool is going to be at Stitches
I know.
West.
We're going to go, Sue, we'll go out for pho. We'll go for Vietnamese.
She's going to be like, I'm never going for dinner with you girls again.
We're working for Craftsy, but Sue, we'll come find you. We're not going to be there till late day Friday.
Friday,
but
yeah.
we'll find you.
I think we're going to do the pajama party Friday night.
Do you know it starts at 10 o'clock?
Yes.
I don't do anything after 10 o'clock.
I prefer to go places that end at, oh, sorry, Alana. You'll have to stop by my booth.
We will.
Okay, we're totally stopping by Barrett Wool. So that's very exciting.
We get to see it all.
So in a place that big, I feel like you have to zoom in. Like you have to pick and choose where you want to go because we're only there a day and really we're there on a work trip. So I don't know how much shopping time we're going to have. Yeah. So my plan is signature needles.
Really?
Yep.
You have so many needles.
Jodi, I'm
not judging. I'm just saying.
But don't you love using that needle?
Yeah.
Do you not use it very much?
I know. Yes, I do love it. I have one and I love it.
Okay, do you want to hear a story about my signature needle that you gave me?
Did it break?
No.
Oh.
But I love it. And so I was knitting every shawl on it. It's a 4.5 millimeter. You bought me the shawl. And then all of a sudden one day, I couldn't find it. And then you forget about it and you get a different needle and you're working on it. And so I've been tearing apart every project bag that I have.
Oh my God. It'll turn up years down the road.
No.
Where was it?
Then I start cleaning out this area in my room that has been collecting junk. And it had a notions bag, but I've been collecting notions and I've been putting them in several little bags. But this was my main notions bag for the longest time.
Yeah.
I opened it up and the needle was in there. I almost cried. I was like, it's engraved from you. It's a Christmas gift. I get stupid attached to things. So now I'm going to start using it again. It's a beautiful needle. So I would like a few more sizes.
I would like
not a set or anything crazy like that, but I do enjoy the needles very much.
You know what I would like? Wow, it's the most being able to.
I miss the most being able to send you stupid.
Oh, you should send us a text, Hohi.
Was that Hohi?
If Zings had relations with Chowgoo, that would be if the Chowgoo cable,
because of the affordability, because signatures are expensive, you mean?
And Zing needles, because that would be my best ultimate needle.
I know. That's why we don't go to places where you can just walk up and buy signature needles.
Yeah.
They're pricey, the shipping, the American dollar exchange, and all that stuff. So if I'm somewhere where they are, I'm going to buy one.
It'll be fun. Oh, I'm going to buy one too.
Anyway.
I see you out there. Okay, so
anyway, there's my first FO.
Sorry, we just sort of went off
that
on
was a
tangent.
Huge tangent.
Okay, this sweater used to be...
Can I just say, okay, I just could read the first sentence of that lady's comment. She said she's been checking your shop every day to get a bag, and then it was a giant paragraph.
Okay, so just so you know, I'm making bags as fast as I can. I know I've had a million messages for totes.
Yeah.
There's totes, sock sacks, and 2 to 3 skein size in the shop. I just listed this morning.
So there's bags in the shop.
So when the shop is empty, I'm busy sewing.
Totally.
And as soon as I, get more, they're going to be there.
I know, totally right. Yeah. And what else was I going to say? I had one of her bags in my cart and I left it because I have too many, but I love them. I'm an impulse shopper. So there's one in there for you that was going to be mine, but whatever.
Okay,
here we go. I have one more FO.
Very big.
Blah. So that was a new yarn for me and I really enjoyed it. And of course I love the pattern.
Mm-hmm.
So that was really fun. And then I used another new yarn to me. I ordered this.
Is this your favorite color?
Jodi? How weird is this?
And that
I ordered this in July and I ordered this last week. You guys, you would think they're from the same dyer.
You would think it's from the same lot.
They're not kind of the same. They're pretty much exactly the same. It's ridiculous. Totally different feel, of course. This is 100% wool. This is 100% baby yak. What?
Baby got yak.
Mama got yak. Mama got a yak shawl. So I bought this online. I got to help test knit a shawl for Hohi, and this was the yarn she was knitting it in. And I did see that it was online in Montreal at Espace Tricot.
Don't you love God? They've got a selection of yarn.
Yeah, so I thought, you know what? Their selection is amazing. Their service is fantastic. And so I bought it. And when I bought the color, same thing. I bought the color. This color is almost impossible to photograph. I thought,
Ochre.
I'm on a gold bender. Okay, sure. Yes, I'm on a gold bender. But honestly, you guys, it looks yellow. It's more green in person. So I bought them both thinking they were yellow, but they're way more green. So I did knit a shawl in this baby yak.
Is it just 100% baby yak?
It's 100% baby yak.
You guys wouldn't believe the softness.
The company is called My Yak, and I hope you guys have a minute to go to their website.
I went on yesterday.
Did you read about it?
No.
Okay.
I just looked at the colors.
It is unbelievable.
Mm-hmm.
It is, so there's a lady from Italy that spent some time over, in China and then Tibet. And I don't know the whole story, but she was working with the people and tried to figure out how can I help them? What can I do to help these nomads that they herd cashmere goats and all these yak, and that is their lifestyle. But I mean, that can die out. These kind of lifestyles can die out without help.
Yeah.
So she, through lots of trial and error, they decided to make yarn out of the baby yak hair. Now, yak will grow. You guys, I can go on and on. They basically shed a giant coat every spring. Go to My Yak.
They're not actually sheared?
No. They comb the undercoat, but they do drop like a coat.
Yes.
But the soft stuff, they actually have to comb off of the animal. They're not shorn though. Like, it's not a shearing like sheep. It's different. So this is spun in Italy, but it's all 100% Tibetan yak. And they can tell you exactly where this came from. So all these yak herders, they come together with their fleece and they all comb it and then all together. So My Yak is a sort of a collective or a collaboration. But their colors are unbelievable. They don't bleach the fiber. It's all over-dyed. Natural colors that are over-dyed.
Okay.
I get very excited about these kind of nerdy things.
I do, and it's ethical. I mean, it's all ethically sourced.
Very
it's the
much.
softest yarn you.
It's a big crescent-shaped shawl. This is Joji Locatelli's newest
at
shawl.
the X's.
It's so fun to knit.
Look at that, you guys.
So it's a crescent with lots of garter, but then you get some texture built in, right? So there's these crisscross rows, but then there's even a band where you're doing, knits and pearls to create
like
that
arrows.
Yeah. But I have to say, I loved working in a solid color. It's been
Did
a long
you?
time since I've worked a project in one solid color. And then you can add fringe if you want. What do you mean if you want? Like, mine's a little bit longer than Joji's in her pattern, but I can always trim it if I decide I want to.
Yeah.
But I loved every minute knitting this.
So beautiful.
And feel how it's worsted weight, Jodi. It weighs
You guys,
nothing.
It's light as a feather.
So I feel like yak, that's just a property of yak fiber. It must just be super duper light. Somebody, I can read that. Somebody said Joji's patterns are the best. I agree.
They're okay.
She is a very talented lady.
Oh, Tracie, it is gorgeous.
So I thought I was knitting a yellow shawl, and I thought I was knitting, but look, hello, like it's almost like an outfit.
Totally.
So that's it for me. That's it. I loved knitting it.
Did anyone else catch Christy Glass's new crocheted capelet?
Yes.
That made me want to knit it.
Okay.
But I don't think I can pull it off. She's way groovier.
She pulls it off very well. But then she also said, oh yeah, well on the picture on Ravelry, it was on a child. So I would have been flipping past that.
Yeah. God, it's groovy.
Christy's very fun.
It made me want to knit one, although I think then it would look like me wearing a children's sweater. Right?
First of all,
not as cute.
I don't crochet. So I would definitely have gone past it. But it's super cute. And she did it in Noro yarn. The colors are stunning in Noro yarn.
The colors are stunning.
Yeah.
Made me think of that.
So Christy Glass has an awesome YouTube channel. And I'm sure most people already know that.
Yes.
But that's it, Jode. FOs.
Okay, I have a whip.
Bring it on.
So,
this is a big one.
This is exciting, you guys. I cast this on yesterday. Oh, Pom-Pom down.
We need an assistant.
I'll get it.
No, I got it.
Okay. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Pom-Poms everywhere.
Holy crap. What's with this
So-
pom-pom? Is this Jodi?
This is called the easy one. The bulky one.
The bulky easy one.
The easy bulky one.
The easy bulky one.
I'm testing it for Miss Hohi herself.
Yeah.
I think she knew that I love bulky sweaters, so asked if I would have time. Look what I did.
Oh,
Swatched.
Jodi, I'm so impressed.
And this was the 5.5 recommended pattern needle. I needed the 6.
Oh, so you went up a size. You know what? I feel like that's why it's so good to swatch. Because if you just kind of cast on with the needle, and didn't swatch, Jodi, it would have turned out too small.
Although this has like 20 inches of positive ease.
Well,
so it's not one of those crucial, but it shows you that needle size and
that's
swatches.
The density of the fabric Hohi wanted you to have. So now you have it.
Yeah.
We're on just a different needle.
Well,
yeah.
after
look at this one.
Oh, I know. Well, after knitting 3 sweaters that didn't fit,
Jodi,
it's time to be a swatcher.
You're reformed.
Speaking of being light, this
Brooklyn tweed is
I forgot to
super
bring a
light.
label, you guys. This is Brooklyn Tweed Quarry, which is their bulky knit, and this is their charcoal colorway. It's not named charcoal. What did I say it was named?
Obsidian?
Obsidian.
Yeah.
So it's very, very,
It's
very...
near black.
It's near black with little fleckies of lighter...
Like, I think it's closer to black than gray.
I do too.
Yeah. Okay. Brooklyn tweed is so light because it's woolen spun yarn.
Let me tell you.
Have you used woolen spun yarn
There was
before?
instructions with it.
What? How to knit with it.
I didn't read it though.
Okay, some people find that it's very easy to pull apart.
Super easy.
Have you done that?
I have not done it while I knitted, and I'm
Okay.
not being extra careful.
Okay. I think you
guys.
just get used to it. Oh, look how cozy
Who
that is.
doesn't need this sweater? It's like an oversized boyfriend. It's like a boyfriend sweater.
It's like that. Exactly. That's exactly what it is.
And I don't know if you guys can see it, but you pick up stitches on the wrong side to join. So you get the little ridges around the sleeve and
I
up.
love that.
up
So
the
it'll give you like
shoulder.
a faux exposed seam. kind
Yeah,
of.
which is really fun. And so the construction is awesome.
Look how much you've got done.
I know. Well, it's 6mm needles,
I know, but that's awesome.
right?
I knit that shawl on 5.5mm. That's what I mean. It flies, right?
It flies
Yeah.
off. So I can just hold it up for you guys. So this is, I'm showing you the front. So right now I'm just knitting the front to the length of the back, and then I'm going to join in the round.
And then just keep on knitting.
And then keep on keeping on.
That's beautiful.
Do you want me to try my sweater on?
You should do that. Can you model it for us?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys, I'm crazy about Brooklyn tweed. I don't know why I haven't knit more sweaters with
I have
Brooklyn
my own
tweed.
capelet. Anyway, I'm
You're
just
gonna wear
thrilled.
this all the time.
You know what I was thinking? What if I steeked a few of the stitches in the front and made it a cardigan?
Well, you've got 20 inches of positive ease to play with. You can absolutely do that. You may need to order more yarn to do a button band later. Like you have to do finish
button
that.
band. Yeah.
So
Anyway.
you might need another
Because
ball of yarn.
I'm
to do that.
sure Hohi knows when she asks if we would test knit something. I'm sure she's confident that we're not going to be the ones to finish.
Can I just say, Sally from Idaho says hello. Hello, Sally from Idaho.
Yeah.
Thank you for the capital letters, by the way. My
Yeah.
eyes are not so good. So here's how I feel about test knitting for anybody. I am honored to be asked to help
Yeah.
you out because I know that's a huge part of the process to getting a pattern published is having just regular knitter, like knit
Yeah.
it, see if it works. There's probably a typo or maybe something's not working or whatever. I'm not the fast one that finds any of those things.
No.
So I don't feel like I help very much, but I love to be involved. So
Just know.
thank you for asking.
Totally.
But I do, I do my best. I really do. I love it.
Just
I love it.
know if you ask me to test knit, I won't be done by the time the deadline comes.
Yeah. I mean,
And I'm upfront about that.
I would love to be like someone that could just stay home and knit test knits all the time. But
Yeah.
there's a couple of jobs and families tend to like our attention once in a
Yeah.
while. But it is a super fun process. So if you get a chance to test knit
See, you guys, you can
for
see the ridge.
any designer, I would say do it.
Take it.
Jodi.
And I'm always up front and I tell them if
Yeah.
there's an actual, he's very laid back. And I did have someone say that this is going to be the deadline and I had other craftsy knitting and I just said,
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I won't be able to get done.
Yeah, I may be the last one done, but
And
I love doing it.
I love doing it too. And I found a mistake that wasn't even a mistake. I'm like, oh, this should be this. And Tracie's like, no.
No.
You're reading it wrong.
And that was like at midnight. I couldn't believe you were up still knitting. But that's a testament to the pattern. Like, you just can't stop knitting, and you're up knitting at midnight because for fun.
Let me tell you, not that I didn't want a podcast, but I really wanted to be knitting this.
I know.
Yeah. So
Which is part of the reason I love the whole live podcast thing, because then, you know what? We can get back to our knitting.
Yes.
Jodi, that's a beautiful,
so
beautiful
that's been
FO.
super fun.
Do you want to see my one FO? And it's
okay.
Sock Talk. Jodi is not a sock knitter anymore, apparently.
That's not true. Just not.
I think we should hold her accountable. I can't remember the last week that she had Sock Talk. This is a test knit too, and as you can tell, it's not finished.
I am going to have socks next time.
Okay.
Hold me to it.
Okay, and you and I need to buy a sock machine, a circular sock machine.
Anybody got one for sale or knows one?
No, we need to get a new one.
Brand new one?
We need a new one because of the warranty and the parts and everything.
Grocery Girl should buy it.
Between the two of us, we'll do it. I would really like to, because we love the socks. Yes.
And then just give me the tubes?
Oh, me personally.
Yeah.
Will you do all the work and just give it to me?
Can you imagine
you
the
have
joy?
No idea how often that happens. No, but I just think, and I still love knitting hand knit socks, but I would like to give everybody on my list hand or cranked sock. Like, they're still knit socks.
They're still, you have to do the bands and the toes and heels.
Yeah, I would still be choosing, fun contrast that would work for people anyway.
I just want the tubes
I'm
done.
not here to defend the whole sock machine thing, because
we've had that conversation.
It's ridiculous. That's like saying a powered sewing machine's not sewing.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. Anywho, here's my other whip. These are the beach grass socks by Hohi. I was only like here last time.
You've done well that color.
I've only got a few inches left to go, and then I've got one sock. See, I'm a terrible test knitter. Don't ask me. I'm terrible, but I love it. You guys, this is such a fun texture. This one's been published, and like I said, it's got super cute texture, and I can't wait to have them done. I'm gonna, as soon as this is the only thing I'm gonna be working on other than my work knitting for Craftsy. So,
those are so beautiful. I forgot to mention the easy one, and we'll put it on Instagram when it happens. The tentative date is next Thursday for it to be published.
Oh, so if you have access to Brooklyn Tweed,
get your bulky yarn, people. Do you want me to tell you the yarn gauge? It is Quarry of Brooklyn Tweed is 200 yards per 100 grams.
So, but why are you saying that?
Just so people can get, if they wanted, like acceptable, subbable yarn.
Oh, I see. It's a bulky weight woolen spun wool. Like
200 yards for 100 grams.
Mm-hmm.
So next week.
Yeah. And I just want to mention too, this is the sweet fiber yarn that I'm using.
We're all over the place today.
Stop it. I feel like we just don't even know what we're doing. And then this is a signature sock needle.
Hi, New Zealand.
Which I am doing this.
It's beautiful.
I do like them very much.
I don't have a signature sock needle.
I have one that's a 40-inch and it's too long. I feel like I should just give it to someone.
De-stash.
I know, but I don't. Isn't that a lot of work trying to find people to do that?
No, just take a picture on Instagram.
Okay.
I
guess.
So that's all my knitting that I have, but I do have things I purchased.
Well.
Let's talk about this knitting collection.
Let's give away a pattern collection.
Let's.
Okay. So last year, and I wonder if it was sort of around this time, Renee Callahan sent us her Zen Variations book, which was so beautiful, and we did give that away. And she's got a new collection out right now, and it's called Recollection. Renee she lives in London. She's East London Knits, and she's got a podcast as well. She's actually an American. But she lives and works and has, I believe, her family and everything in London. And she's got all this really modern, fun design.
She really does have
aesthetic. Yeah, she really does. I love her designs. And this one's really cool because she's named every piece after a woman in her family, like a great-grandmother and the grandmother that raised her and great aunts that she never met. And I just think she's talking about that special skein of yarn that you have at home, and she designed out of lots of those with single skeins. So you're putting special skeins together to create these things, and she's actually got some really cute family pictures in
It's
here.
very
of the
personal,
people.
this collection.
It's super personal.
And I love hearing and seeing all the personal photos and her talking about her heritage and the people in her life and her family.
Yes, totally. So it gets very, she's really smart too. She's got some that are designed in 2 weights of yarn. And she's got the Pat hat, which we talked about last week. It's so weird, right? She's got that in, it's cabled and it's a beanie with a sort of like a 1x1 ribbing, it looks like, with some cables.
That's really interesting, the way that knits up. I like that.
Isn't that pretty?
Mhm.
So there's the bulky, and she's also got that one written for sport weight, which I love. And lots of her patterns are totally unisex.
I
So there's the
love
sport
that.
weight version
I love a man in a beard.
on a hunky dude,
Oh my god.
and he looks really
You
good.
had me at beard.
And I feel like this would look great with a pom-pom for the pom-pom lovers. And then she's got Mabel's Maze, which is this gorgeous cowl, again in 2 weights. Fingering weight.
Is it brioche or
worsted
2
weight.
colors?
No, it's
Oh,
just, it's 2 colors and very stripy.
Beautiful. I love
Isn't
the
that
different directions
pretty?
it's going. Yeah.
So
Pretty.
I think Renee likes to play with striping and shaping and color. And I just think that's really, really fun and cool. And it keeps your interest as a knitter.
Yes.
For me personally.
I agree. I think it needs to have amazing yarn. I love the color changes
Yeah.
with the yarn, but I also love how the different directional changes she
Me
makes with her
too.
knitting.
Me too. So
Flash this picture.
So, okay. So this one, I mean, it's not just stripy, but it's kind of got the zigzaggy. See that?
That would be
So
fun.
I encourage you guys to go to Ravelry. This is actually an ebook that you can get on Ravelry.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, she's got like totally awesome photos in here too. That's the same cowl
Yeah.
in the worsted weight
On a man.
on a guy.
I love how she
Sometimes
styled
we
this.
don't think,
No.
oh, that this would be great for a guy.
Yeah.
And she's got Josephine, which is a really cool little shell sweater almost. Like it's, when those hang
Yeah.
down, that's going to be open, quite open, right? It's just
Yeah.
a little, and it's kind of cropped at the back and stuff.
And she's got different color work here. And oh gosh,
Let me
that's
show you
pretty.
the back. Because you can do the sweater in however many colors you like. So here's the back.
You guys.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing.
Business in
There's
the front, party in the back.
yarn-overs and lots of colors, but you can certainly just do 2 colors. Somebody just bought the hipster, great pattern.
You guys will love that
You guys,
pattern.
it was super fun to knit.
I did not knit that one.
You will.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
It's awesome. And then this is one that really blew me away. This is her Joe shawl, which is a
Look at
fingering
this
weight. Oh my gosh, you
edge.
guys. It is definitely something I see myself knitting. And I only printed a few pages, but it's super feminine and really stripy. And I love that. To me, I just feel like that's a piece that I would wear over and over and over.
I feel like there's really something in here for everybody.
I think
Whether
so
you're knitting
too.
for yourself or you're knitting for the man in your life. Or,
And here's, I totally agree with that.
yeah.
And I feel like it's really hard to find cool patterns for men. That's why Rib Magazine is so fantastic.
Yeah.
Everybody's got to go get their Rib Magazine. But look at this gorgeous, it's a big rectangular wrap or scarf or whatever you want to call it.
Schlanket.
Hazel's stripes. Yes, a schlanket.
Love that.
Now this one that I just showed you was 2 colors, but look at this. This is like those mini skein collections like Sweet Georgia does. Look how somebody striped that.
Oh my gosh.
Stop it.
Hi,
You could-
Tennessee.
You could go crazy with color or really subdued and classic.
So someone
And
was asking, sorry,
No.
classic. You're right. I think they're classic with her kind of twist on it.
Totally.
Right?
Very modern look. Look at that.
Someone was
That's
asking,
pretty.
was that brioche on the back of the sweater?
No.
No, it was not.
No, not brioche. And then to round out the whole collection, Renee has this really cute another sweater. And it's called A Sweater for Lucille. And I believe this one's named for her great grandmother. And I love that. I love that.
There's lots to read in this collection.
It is. It's really lovely. And it's 6 patterns.
That's a lot.
It is. And we're going to be giving away the ebook version of this. Renee said she would gladly donate a copy to the podcast for you guys viewers.
Yay.
And I love that. You can actually go to Renee. She has an Etsy shop. And it's East London Knits on Etsy. And you can purchase the printed version of this.
Yep.
And which also has an e-download code.
Okay.
But we're going to open a thread in our Ravelry group, which we never tell you guys we have a Ravelry group in Ravelry. It's called Grocery Girls. And we'll put a thread up for a week where you can enter your name to win this collection, an ebook.
Yeah.
And
so
maybe
only enter that thread if you think you're interested in knitting.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, what I was thinking maybe the prompt should be, if you designed a pattern, if you were a designer and you designed a pattern and you named it for someone in your family, who would that be and why?
Mine would be for my husband, and it would be banana hammock.
Extra large. I don't know, but I thought that would be a fun prompt, and because really, it's the fun is reading all the answers, right?
Yeah.
So I think that would be fun.
Yeah.
So Renee, thank you so much for thinking of us to flash your beautiful new collection.
It is beautiful.
We really do love it. I think.
Well done.
I see hazel stripes in my future for sure.
So pretty.
And you can really stash bust with it because it's multiple colors.
I agree.
So bravo!
Don't we love it?
Another gorgeous one.
Yeah. Okay.
So. Boom, chicka, wow, wow. Jodi.
So,
tell me
stash.
about it.
So stash, I got Corey.
Yes.
And then they have an amazing selection of hedgehog fibers.
They have very cool stuff.
Which I know hedgehog fibers is readily available in many, many, many places around the globe. But we don't have a lot of places where we could actually see it.
Right, where you can shop it in person.
So you, with me and my hats, I needed
Jodi, that's my color.
It's totally blowing out because it is.
Which one is that?
It's called
Villain.
But I have to show you guys because it's got like lots of mauves and there's sky blue in there.
And that shock of like apple green. That's so pretty. What are you going to knit with that?
A hat.
Well, but what hat? Oh, stop
know.
it. Okay, so that's a snap-on one. Right?
Yeah. As opposed to the strap-on one?
Strap-on, snap-on. You're such a pig. Oh,
okay. So I didn't realize what I was grabbing. This one happened to have a snap. It was just a big thing.
But do you have the bottom for it?
They're actually together.
Oh, okay.
I was that dummy in the store too. Like, where's the bottom of the snap? Well, it snapped to each other.
Look, you could just walk around and wear it. This one has an elastic.
Don't you think? It could be a ring.
Pom-Pom Jewelry. Christy Glass that's got your name written all over it.
Totally. So I got 2 pom-poms.
You're hurting somebody's eyeballs. It's so bright.
I know it is, but isn't it fabulous?
That's what I love about it.
Yeah.
Okay, Tales from Cuckoo Land. Hello, darling. Look at her.
Yeah.
She's so bad. And I love it.
So I'm not sure. I was at the till and I had to grab both pom-poms because I didn't know what one I was going to do.
Okay. Well, this is going to go great with anything. Do you know what I mean? Like you're going to be able to find stuff to go with either of them.
Yeah.
I
love them both.
Like, how do you decide?
I don't know.
I feel like you need another skein of yarn.
I do too, and make 2 hats.
Yes.
So that was my other. Oh, one more thing from Stash.
Oh.
And I don't know where he was made. It's just got a Stash.
It looks like those land art ones, but maybe not. Okay, that's super cute.
Gosh, the white and pink blow out a little bit, but look at this alpaca.
Oh my God, so cute.
It's just a fluffy hot mess.
That is hysterical.
Anyway, that was my Stash experience. The ladies were great. I chatted. Actually, Shane brought a book. We parked in the same parking lot when we were there. And I came back after about 20 minutes. He's like, I don't stay long in a yarn store. I'm not a big shopper. Like, I'm in and I'm out, right?
Yeah.
So
I feel like that's what you have to have patterns in mind if you really want to. Otherwise, it's all like, yes, I want it all.
But there was a ton I could have bought.
Yeah.
So this was my sort of impulse buy that I let myself buy because I knew it was going to be a hat.
Right.
It didn't have a pattern, but I knew it was going to be a hat.
Yes. And then you knew you needed this, so that would have been your first stop, right? Like, I need Corey, so what color can I get?
Yeah, and they were great. And actually, it's funny because the one girl that helped me was doing Tohi's beach glass socks.
She was?
Beach grass, yes.
I wonder which one she was.
I don't know. I don't know the ladies' names, but they're young and they're groovy and they're helpful and they're welcoming in that store. Like they're like, as soon as you go in, and it wasn't that like glommy sort of. It's like,
right.
How are you doing? Let me know if I can help you.
Exactly.
And then if you're going to chat with them, they're right there and they make you feel like you could chat for.
And it's got really high ceilings and beautiful natural light. It's big and open. It's a pleasure to shop in.
Yeah.
It really
It's
is.
a pleasure.
It
Pleasure,
really is.
pleasure, pleasure.
I think we should go there one weekend, like take a class if they have a.
Yeah.
I would be all over that.
Yeah, they have.
Anyway,
That was Stash. Do you have
okay.
Stash?
Yeah.
Here's your tag, just in case you need it.
Oh yeah, thank you. Okay, so I want to ask you a question.
Did you buy this?
Yes.
It's gorgeous.
Okay. I have something to show you. Did you ever see, I'll show this to you in a sec too. Did you see this sock yarn?
Who's that by? I need that. What?
Peppermint Mocha by, oh, it's the worst. I should have a printed
Here, let me
picture.
do it a little, see if I can. There, I got it. Holy, no.
Yes, I bought you one.
Why haven't I seen Freckled Whimsy?
Stop it. Carrie from Freckled Whimsy. We haven't talked about her for a long time, but we're gigantic fans.
Well, her bags, first known by her bags.
She's so, that's what I was going to say. She's super talented. She does bags and Jodi. There's a speckled stripe in here. A giant speckled stripe.
Oh my God, look how she folds this in half and it makes it teeny weeny. I love it.
That's her, so this is her Peppermint Mocha. I believe, I don't know if it's a pre-order or what, but I think it's still on her shop. But she's on Etsy, Freckled Whimsy. And there's just, this is her Christmas color.
It's an 80-20.
It's an 80-20 I got. She's got more than one base. And she said on my bill, she said, say hi to Jodi.
I love Carrie.
So I haven't really bought a lot of
I follow her on
yarn
Instagram
lately.
too.
And this one was a big thrill.
Okay, these are my socks I'm going to cast on.
Jodi. They're
Tracie.
so, wait till you see the speckle. They're so beautiful.
I cannot wait.
We'll have 20
Thank
socks.
you.
We
Oh
haven't
my
done that
God,
ever. Okay, what else did you buy? We can go back and forth. I have a few things.
Sugar Tots.
Oh.
Christy,
Christy.
who's our friend Sugar Tots. She's Frosted Betty on Instagram.
She lives here in Edmonton.
Yeah. She's the maker of those gorgeous
Narwhal.
those little polymer clay charms.
Yes.
She's amazingly talented.
She does yarn and bags. She does it all.
Yeah.
But she's amazing.
Recently in 2017, she's really pumped up her yarn game. And she offers bulky, and I needed them for bags. Right?
Totally.
Banana. You guys, this is going to be a new spring bag.
That's stunning. Yeah, it's blowing up. Much better. Much better.
Look at that with the speckles.
Oh, I can't wait to see that knit up.
And so I have another one. This has got mauves and pinks and
Okay,
blue.
that's really pretty. That reminds me kind of Valentine-y, maybe. Is that a Valentine color for her?
Sorry, this is called macaroon.
Oh.
So macaroon, she has these both on fingering weight as well, but I get the bulky for my. So Sugar Tots.
It's gorgeous.
Thanks, Christy.
Peppermint Mocha is sold out. Oh, I'm sure if you message Carrie, she'll put up a pre-order or something.
Yeah.
Maybe. Fingers crossed.
This is what drew me to her site, and if I'm going to buy it, I might as well get two.
Totally. And she lives here in Edmonton.
Gorgeous. So they came in 2 days.
She's a sweetheart.
Yeah.
She is a sweetheart.
Love.
Okay. So I'm gonna do another test knit for Hohi that I will not finish.
Oh my God.
But I will finish. I do love it. And the yarn she's using is Yarn Ink. And the color she's using has one of my favorite colors of all time in it.
We might have talked about it before.
Have you heard of Yarn Ink and her color Jazz? I know, I'm a broken record. But she made a trio for this shawl, and so I had to order it. Bam.
Look at that.
So it's kind of fadey. This is her slate gray, breathless, which is just speckled slate, kind of. Like it's very tonal, and you guys, in person, it's 1,000 times more beautiful. Our lighting is,
So this is like the most
Go to
washed
her
out
website.
jazz ever.
Yeah, but it doesn't have all the same colors.
Yeah, it
There's
does.
Is there blue too?
Down here.
Oh yeah, there's blue. Anyway, it's barely speckled.
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful.
It to me screams, make me a sweater
Yes.
one day. And then of course here's Jazz. So all of these three are going to play together in a new shawl,
Yes.
and you'll see that.
Yeah.
But I love the yarn.
Is that the one she showed us the other day that her mom was working on?
No.
Oh, have I seen this one? Yes, I have.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
I think on Hohi's Instagram there's pictures of it.
Starting, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it pretty?
I spy some Gage.
Oh my God, you guys. When my husband was like, what am I going to buy you for Christmas? I don't know what. I said to him, oh, I'll take care of that. No problem. So I bought their winter club membership from Gage Yarn.
Okay.
Gage
what does that
Yarn
mean?
It means you get 3 months of exclusive colors and I want to say pattern. Look, just a sec. I should know what's going on. I should go in the Ravelry group and check it out. I don't know. All I know that it's exclusive for a while. And this month we ended up getting her sock yarn.
So it's
Spoiler
not
alert. I'm so bad at that. So, but she does shawl yarn and like I just saw what she offered last winter, and there was one where it was socks with 2 skeins of yarn and shawls with gradients and all that stuff.
So it's not specifically socks?
No.
Or it's just, okay.
It's just her winter club, and she does lots of different kinds. So you don't really know what you're getting.
Well, and of course you can knit something other than socks.
You can make mittens, you can make a hat. Like, you don't have to make.
But she striped it for socks.
Oh, it's so pretty. So she sent a picture of that's what it looks like.
Oh my
knit
gosh.
up. So there's giant stripes of colors. It reminds me of, it's dyed the same way that All Together Now that my socks were. Like, it's that style of dyeing, so it kind of fades all into each other.
So pretty.
And the colors are just...
Will it be for you?
I don't know. Why do you want socks in this?
No.
It's so...
Oh, it's very pink.
It's mauvey and pink and greens,
I love
and
it.
there's like a royal cobalty blue kind of in there. It's just kind of not in your face, but it's still really pretty and colorful. So that was one thing that came too. But I bought it a long time ago.
Beautiful.
Practically. So I feel like, you know, it wasn't super current, but now for the next 2 months I'll get one.
What else did you buy?
Jodi, did you buy more stuff?
No.
I only bought one more thing.
Okay.
No, not true. 2 more things. Okay, you need to stop me. Do I need more self-striping yarn?
What's the matter with you?
Stop it! I must...
What, this wasn't enough?
I
You didn't like
must-
any of these colors to knit with.
That's not true at all.
Oh my
I like them all. But you get it. You get why. That was a club colorway.
And now it's available?
Now it's available. If you love it, you can have it.
No, I can't. I can't, Tracie.
Yes, you can.
No.
Jodi.
I'm not taking it. You're just
So,
feeling guilty because you have
Not
to.
at all. Because I need more yarn. This is Scrumptious Pearl, who is Sam, and we love her yarn. She's another Canadian dyer. She lives in Toronto now, and she's incredibly
Is
talented.
she not in Montreal?
She moved.
She moved.
Last summer. Just before Rhinebeck, I think, actually, like September. So she also does a sock club, you guys. It's amazing. This was her August colorway, but now, after a few months...
6 months later, it's available?
Yes. So it reminds me of pansies in springtime.
Does it ever?
It's got a really cool acidy green mixed with grayish purple and
Well, this
lavender.
is very you.
Oh my God, it's so pretty.
Yeah.
And when you can just hit add to cart and check out, it's like,
They make
bang,
it way
before you
too
know it,
easy.
before you know it, you have 2 new balls of yarn.
Oh my God.
But I never order just one. This color has been in my face forever. Our lighting is so bad. This is exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
So gray and kind of like an ecru beigey color and hot pink. And you can get the option to get a matching mini, which I got.
These don't come in a set. They're ordered separate.
You can order them separately.
Yeah.
You can get it on a sparkle base. She's got a sparkle base, or you can get it on her regular base, which is an 80-20. And this one's called PYT, which it's Michael Jackson. How do you not get Michael Jackson yarn?
How can she wind her balls by hand?
I don't know. She must have tennis elbow or ball winding elbow or whatever you want to call it.
Wow. No wonder you checked out.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you for supporting me.
Yeah.
And you can still have it if you want it.
No, I don't want it.
You lie.
I don't. I just got a striping one, which I love. I might cast on today.
Well, you should.
God, it's
You
been a
totally
while.
should.
I
So
have to
that's-
refresh my memory
That
about
is
sock
everything I
knitting.
bought. And
I have one more thing to show.
show me. Oh my God, Jodi. I brought mine today too. And I wanted you to talk about these because I don't know anything about
I don't
them.
either.
Oh, okay.
We can bring it next. Shawl pins.
Will
I
you
might as
check
well bring.
before?
Yes.
Okay.
I don't have my phone either.
Okay.
So I'll check.
Okay.
So Paige the Framer on Instagram
Okay.
contacted me and said, would you mind if I had some scraps to buy like just little pieces. I would like to do something and send you something. And so I said, for sure. So I sent her some, some pieces of leftover fabric. And look what she sent.
She made custom matting. And then Jodi gave me one for Christmas. What?
So these are going to be for sale. They are. She messaged me, which reminds me, it went in one ear, out the other. She messaged me about a week and a half ago, so I've got to get back to her. But yes, I'm willing to set. These are just like pieces, leftovers. So
Todd, yes, it is your photo.
I was going to say Toddles took the picture.
Seriously, it's in a parking lot under a tree. And really, it was like, he did such a great job. Don't you love this picture?
I do.
So this is the yarn ink color ochre, and then it was made into a fabric.
Yeah. So she's custom made the frames.
What's that one? Do you remember? That's so pretty.
This is Wharf.
It's so pretty.
Wharf.
I would
and
love
then
that
this
yarn.
one
Do you know whose yarn that is? I would love that
I'd have
yarn.
to check again.
Okay.
Lene, I think.
Oh, okay.
God, so bad. And then this one is
Gorgeous.
Cuppy Cake by Hugh Loco.
Okay, I love those colors.
I'm going to send her this frame.
Oh, shh, don't tell her.
Don't tell her. Because Paige sent 4.
Wow.
I gifted Mom a picture with Tracie and I.
Yes.
And then I'm going to keep one. Tracie's gifted one. I'm going to gift that one. Anyway, so this is going to be...
They are beautiful.
Yeah, they're going to be available through Paige. And she's got a shop.
That's exciting.
It's a framed store with some yarn in the back. Like it's a
Where
combo.
is she from?
I want to very East Coast. I want to say New York.
Really?
Yeah. But I'm not sure. Anyway.
I love seeing these comments, you guys, out of the corner of my eye. I don't know what you're talking about, but I love it. I love it. Somebody just said this is their first live feed. How do you like it? Are you having fun?
Yeah. Oh my God, my eyes. Do your eyes get worse?
What do you
Yeah,
mean?
I know they get worse.
Oh, like
with
to
age,
see.
but
Jodi,
like,
the other day, for the first time, I did this.
Thank you.
To look at the bottom of a lipstick to see what color it was.
Didn't it make it easier?
Yes, it made it easier, which means my eyes
Oh
are
my
screwed.
God.
It's screwed.
Can you say bifocal?
Oh, frig, right? What are you going to do? Okay, I have 2 things that popped in our mailbox and that I thought would be really fun to talk about. And one of them's actually one of them was a gift, and she said, you don't need to show it. And I said, well, is it okay if I show it? Because I love it and I'm super excited about it. And she said, of course, of course, of course. So I'm going to show that one next. But the first one I'm going to show,
excuse me,
this lady contacted us a long time ago.
Flash the bag. It came in.
Well, first of all, this shows up in your mailbox, and it's like Vegas time in your mailbox. Lorna, who used to be Lorna of Lorna's Laces, and then she sold the company, and now she is Zombie Yarns. So she sent us some amazing yarn that we're going to, knit with and add as prizes and all of that. But she also does a subscription to her Zombie Yarns Road Trip Club, 3 months. And that's a prize for one of you. And it will for sure include a skein of her yarn. But she was playing with purple that day.
I was going to say.
And she made these speckly, she said, I don't know what you can make with it, but it could be like a fade.
You guys.
It could be anything. And I just think she's amazing. And she's actually going to be at Stitches West.
Oh, maybe we
get
to say hello.
I hope we get a chance to say hello to Lorna. Thank you for your support, and thank you for sending some beautiful things our way.
Someone who loves purple is going to be crazy about this.
Right.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just making sure that I get all the info right. She was just telling me her booth number at
you guys, these are
Stitches
gorgeous.
West. Well, look at the depth of color. Like there's speckles and burgundy and really dark purple, and oh my goodness, this one is amazing, right?
Right.
So anyway, a 3-month subscription
to
her club.
Thank you, Lorna.
So that's amazing.
Well, as you guys know, we've used lots of Lorna's laces in the past couple of years.
I think it was the first online yarn I ever bought.
Yeah.
When I was making monsters for the kids.
Yes.
And it's super cool. And so she's got her options in her club. There's one where you can choose all 100% superwash wool.
Yeah.
Or if you're not a wool person, she's got a bamboo option. So she'll send you hand-dyed yarn that's
Bamboo's
bamboo.
beautiful.
Or she's got the third option where it's surprise me. So maybe you get one of each at some point. And you can either get it for 1 month, 3 months, or a whole year. And I'm looking at the whole year price. You save, if you buy the whole year, 2 months are basically free.
Wow.
That's a big deal.
Lorna's here.
No!
Hi, Lorna.
Lorna! Hi!
We hope we see
That's
you at
really
Stitches.
fun. Okay, we're going to do our best to get over there and find it. We've never been there. I hear it's huge. I'm afraid I'm going to get lost.
Oh my god.
I need to have
We'll have
like
to put a trail of
tether.
stitch markers.
We're going to
behind
tie
us.
yarn to our booth so we don't get lost and just Red Riding Hood it.
Yeah.
But anyway, so that's going to be a prize, and that's going to be included in our year-end sock bash prizes, which are being drawn next week. So if you knit socks
Guys.
every month in 2017 and put them in our sock bash, you still have one more job. You need to put your name in the thread in Ravelry and put in your socks in that thread so that we can draw winners. We're going to draw, I'm sure we're going to have about half a dozen winners. We've got some amazing prizes,
we do.
really special things. So this is going to go in that. So thank you. That's what happened.
So don't
Very
forget,
fun.
speaking of sock knitting, our February is right around the corner.
Yes.
And remember we said it would have anything to do with love or sweets, chocolate.
And you know what somebody else mentioned? And I thought it was brilliant. How come we're not this smart? That the Olympics start in February.
Oh my gosh.
So if it's knit in the colors of your country,
double points.
Double
two
points.
two entries. Which means you literally put the same picture twice.
right.
Like there's nothing, you just double
And
entry.
if it was me, I would put it in 1 week and put the other one in another week. Like I don't know that I would post them twice.
in a row. Just
I don't know. It's just sort of playing your odds, right? So
Yeah.
you can post them however you like. But if you're knitting in your country's colors, or if you're knitting in Valentine themed yarn or patterns or whatever,
Yeah.
those are worth 2 entries. Isn't that fun?
Good on you. I can't wait. You know what I
How much
just
do you love
watched?
the Olympics? How much do you love Shaun White,
Yeah,
the
I don't
snowboarder?
know.
Jodi, that surprises me. Maybe because is it because he's got red hair? I think that's
Got a
super
fucking
cute.
kid with red hair.
But you're all like, actually, he's cut his hair. I think his hair is really short now. I think he's fabulous. Do you know he was born with the same heart defect that Georgia has?
Wow.
That's
I
amazing.
mean, you can't. I mean, this guy is a true fabulous athlete. I
Oh
mean,
my God.
You can't say enough about him. But I'm not crazy. Like I'm just not like Google. His talent is amazing.
He's always got this giant smile on his face. I
Oh.
love him. I think he's awesome.
Yeah, he makes you happy when you see him
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah, and I think he's really cute.
I just watched a 2-hour special on the Tanya Harding. Oh God, is she a hot?
Is it
mess?
on not Netflix?
No, it was a like
Jodi!
a Connie Chung.
What was your first clue? First of all,
No,
did you not follow
I'm-
that?
I'm not making it like I'm surprised, but it had her on it.
Okay, maybe I should watch that. I shouldn't say things like that. That's not very nice.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was. Okay,
That whole thing.
more gossip news. Ed Sheeran's getting married.
I know. Did you hear he's quitting? As soon as they want to have kids, he's out of music altogether, 100%.
I get it, and I love that, but I'm very sad by that.
Yeah.
He's my favorite. He's right up there as my
Yeah.
very most favorite.
I feel like you could balance.
And I
Oh,
just,
come on, Ed.
do you know what though? He produces a lot of music for other
Yeah.
people, and he writes songs and sells them to other people. So I don't think he'll be doing. But how much do you admire a guy that says, "I have enough money, and now I'm going to
Yeah.
be at home with what's important"?
I know, right?
Oh my
Oh!
God, he's probably going to have a cottage in the English countryside. I want to
Speaking of red hair, I know.
Ed Sheeran is so awesome. I know. I totally agree with you.
Celebrity Big Brother, February 7th.
And who
Set
are the
your T-boards.
celebrities?
It's a mystery. They're not telling you.
Oh my God. Red plus Jamie. Thank you very much.
What?
Somebody said
Oh,
Jamie.
yes.
Jamie's got
No,
red
no,
hair.
I wasn't poo-pooing red hair. I think red hair is very, very, beautiful and what? Does the carpet match the drapes?
I don't know.
Is that what you were thinking?
No, it's not what I was thinking. I just don't know how we got here. I'm excited about the Olympics.
I am excited about the Olympics.
I'm totally excited about the Olympics. That is great knitting watching, people.
I did see Ed. There was a thing on Facebook. Ed did his song Perfect with Andrea Bocelli.
Oh, I want to see that. No, I haven't seen that yet. He's a stunning singer.
And they end up singing the last third both in Italian. It's just like mind-blowing.
That would give me shivers. Could you
I'll tag
imagine
you in
seeing
Facebook
that?
for it. Yeah, it's great.
I don't do anything on Facebook. Don't tag
I don't
me.
really either.
Don't tag me.
Well, at least then it'll take you
Can
to
I
it.
just say I'm really sorry if you friend me or whatever on Facebook. I don't ever go in there. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm really sorry.
Oh well.
We are totally friends. Consider us friends.
I don't have to confirm you.
I don't do it on Facebook. That's all. Okay, and so
What else?
okay, this is something
This is a goodie bag.
This is just, you know how we were talking about geeking out about fiber and how special. I know. Avert your eyes. And this, when we went to Rhinebeck, I remember I said, I want to find local yarn. And I found the Long Island Livestock Company, the sign said. It's Long Island Yarn and Farm. And I met Tabitha, and she was really cool.
She had like glittered. Didn't she have glittered boots? Like rhinestone boots?
Did she?
Maybe not, just really groovy. She had her jeans
She's
tucked into her cowgirl
super
boots.
cute. Yes, she's adorable. And I went into her booth and I was like, what is this stuff? Like, I can tell it's super special. You know how when you're somewhere that's just different and special? And then she said, well, these are my, from my animals, and I raise the sheep, and I have the alpacas and llamas, and she's an actual shearer, so people hire her, and she goes places and shears other animals. She's devoted.
She's the real thing.
She's the real deal. She is the reason, people like her are the reason that we have things like indie speckled yarn. Like, these are the grassroots, care, love, raise the animals, shear them, get the yarn, and
she's like farm to sweater.
She totally is.
Like farm to table with food.
She's got patterns, and she's got all of these yarns. She's got a website, Long Island L.I. Livestock Company, I think. I'll have a link. We're going to put show notes in Ravelry. But her stuff is amazing. So I did bring home 2 skeins of yarn from her that actually had the sheep's name of where the wool was from, Jack and Jill, the sheep, and she has the sheep. And it was really funny because after we met at Rhinebeck, she said she looked up our podcast. And she was grocery shopping in the grocery store with her husband, listening to our podcast.
That's so funny.
Which I thought was so
ironic.
Full circle, because that is our family business, a grocery store. And she said, you guys are funny, and thank you for talking about my yarn, and I want to send you something. And so you gushed about this skein of yarn. And she said, I know exactly what I want to send for Joe.
I was drawn to this. It was hanging because she has it beautifully
and we were just exhausted. I don't know
was at
why.
The end.
This was the very last booth I went to at Rhinebeck. So
Didn't
it was
she
like
have it hanging like this?
All her yarn, yeah.
So this was hanging, you guys. I don't know if it's
the
like
palest, like it's blush. Oh my God, it is stunning and beautiful.
Yeah.
And so special. And so that's a worsted weight. Is it an alpaca blend?
I didn't look.
70% alpaca, 25% wool, and 5% Firestar, which is the most subtle sparkle I've ever seen. Like, it's there, but it's barely there. Isn't it beautiful?
It is, you guys. It's almost undescribable how stunningly soft and beautiful this is, and the softness and the delicateness of this color.
I know.
I mean, she is the real deal. I mean, if you guys ever have the chance to go look at her website, you should, because it is stunning. And you get the
She's got all kinds of stuff on her website. But I'm just so impressed by these folks that, like, her whole day is caring for the animals and loving the animals. You guys, if you follow her on Instagram, she's got pet pigs that live in her house.
I mean, come on.
Stop it. Pot-bellied pigs that sleep by her, like, pot-bellied stove or fire stove in the living room. It's so funny.
Yeah.
And so Tabitha sent this bad boy for me.
Oh my God. It's like maroon.
Stop it.
Wouldn't you say that?
It's like a heathered, like there's more than one color in there.
Look at us.
It feels like that's a perfect color representation right there. This is her newest yarn color. It's called Purple Haze. And it is a blend of alpaca, wool, and bamboo.
Christy Glass did an interview with her.
Christy Glass
did an interview with her. Woods.
Yeah. So Christy lives somewhere in New York, and then Tabitha's right on Long Island. And actually, Tabitha and Christy just did a collaboration.
Yeah.
They did a Christy Glass yarn.
It was sold out on
Check out her website. I don't know the details. I don't know if it's still available, but it launched at Vogue Knitting Live, and it was stunning.
Of course, pink.
Stunning.
Yeah.
It had my name written all over it. Okay, so there you go. Long Island Livestock Company. We just wanted to show you and gush about how important it is to us to just celebrate those people that are the very grassroots of what we love to do.
Totally. And celebrate small businesses.
Totally.
Let me tell you, these days, sometimes it's not so easy to make a go of things.
Yeah.
But when you see someone like this who's so determined
and passionate, like you can tell the passion.
It's all in, right? And then this is her livelihood, her passion.
You can go to her farm and learn how to care for an animal.
Yeah.
Like a little seminar thing. She has shearings that are public, and you can go watch her shear her animals. She goes to all the festivals out there. So I'm really jealous of all of you guys that live out that way, because you're able to see her anytime.
So if we're ever in the neck of the woods, let's put this on the very top of our list to go visit Tabitha.
And at the very least, you can just go to her online store and see what she's all about. She's got patterns.
The blue.
You raise lambs in 4-H club.
Well, that's
see?
fun.
That's special. I still would like a goat.
Do you eat it
And
after?
I'd like a sheep. Okay, that's the thing.
I don't want to eat it.
If I raised, I don't know, why do I eat meat? It's really bad. Tabitha's also got this really cool, it's called the Shepherdess Salve for your skin. You should try this.
She must need it.
It's made of lanolin, shea butter, jojoba oil, and essential oils. This one's coconut. I've been using it.
Your house smells like a Hawaiian tropic.
Oh my God. It's very moisturizing.
It smells beautiful.
And you should put it on. It's really great. And then it makes your knitting smell like coconut. So look at it. All these people are saying, I want a goat. I want a goat. I know.
I asked my husband for realsies if we could have a goat. And he said
You have
no.
to have more than one.
Well, then two.
They're social animals.
Well, can't they live in the house?
Jody, they just shit everywhere.
Well, you can train them to be in the litter box.
No.
Yeah, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you
barely
can.
train your dogs.
No, I'm saying it's doable.
You are not going to be able to do that.
Well, I'm just saying it's doable. I may not do it, but it's doable. Actually, Shane came home last night. He plays hockey Wednesday nights, and they all goes for beer and wings after, so he's not usually home till about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my God.
He came home to dog poop / diarrhea from the front door down the hall. Welcome home, honey.
Ew.
Let me tell you, I've woken up enough times when the dogs used to be in their kennels to
Why don't they sleep in a kennel?
It must have been Raven because Dakota was in her kennel. Raven, it was an accident because Raven never poops in the house. So it must have been I can't hold it, right?
It sounds like if it's diarrhea, she had an upset stomach.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the smell? That would probably wake me up. If a dog crapped outside my bedroom door, I would wake up.
That's happened before.
I have my nose, I can't hear for God, whatever, I can't hear, but my nose, I can smell stuff.
Yeah.
I'd rather be able to hear things.
Should we answer a couple of questions?
I'm going in our
before we
thread
go?
right now. Ask any questions for the grocery girls. Oh my gosh, you guys. Do you know we have over 13,000 people in our Ravelry group? You should get in there more often. Me too.
Yeah, I know.
Thank you to everybody. Oh my gosh.
There's not enough hours in the day to keep up with social media and your life and work. Do you know what I mean?
You're not kidding.
Oh,
You're not kidding. Okay, let's get some questions happening here.
You asked them all. Because I can't see that small.
Okay, I was looking, this lady, Erica Michelle, 1982. Hey! She says she's looking to invest in interchangeable knitting needles and wanted to see if you had an opinion on which were the best.
I would go with that Zing set you bought me.
You like the Zing by
The
Knitter's
Melody?
Pride? But have you been using your Chowgu ones? You don't like those as much?
I would buy the Chowgu, the longer ones for every day. Absolutely.
Yeah. You know what? Here's the thing. Pick a price range. Pick what you're willing to spend on needles, because you can
There's a whole
go
range.
all different ways with that. I think there's great needles in every price range.
Yeah. I do too. I really do. You don't have to break the bank
No.
for a set of interchangeable.
So me personally, I do enjoy Chowgu.
Mm-hmm.
And the Chowgu needles that I have, I love.
Yeah.
And their mini twist for the sock sets, I think, is like out of this world. And if you're a sock knitter, they're amazing. But I have Addy needles.
Too pricey.
They're very expensive.
Yeah.
They're
I think there's
guaranteed forever manufactured, but still, then they're very nice. They're very expensive though. I don't feel like you need to spend that amount of money. And these Knitter's Pride ones, these
Melody.
they're basically the Zing. So they're kind of aluminum and they're pointy enough, but they're not super pointy. If you love super pointy, you may want to go with something else. I love them. They're a great price point.
Great price point. And
So go to Knitter's Pride maybe
do
and
too.
see which one you like. They've got a whole bunch.
I agree.
So thank you for the question. How do you maintain your energy during podcast? Chocolate and Cheetos? I don't know. Isn't it just fun?
How do we? I mean, talking about yarn, I'm not kidding you. We get so excited about it.
This is literally.
It's not a chore for me.
It is just like that. This is our thing that we get excited about. So it's very, very exciting for us to talk about yarn and knitting and patterns that we love and share that with you guys. And then now being able to see your comments and then
we
interacting
stay live.
with you. You know, even when we have time, who knows how much we're going to want to edit and stuff. But I do. Chocolate and Cheetos, sure. Let's just say that.
I would do chocolate and maybe salt and vinegar chips.
Cheetos or salt and vinegar is your
I do
fave?
love a Cheeto though.
No, Cheeto, like they're my fave. Ripple chips and Cheetos are my favorite. Sorry, there's so many answers in here. Now I have to find another question. There was a few really good ones, and there was one really good one that I was like, oh, I really want to.
Do you remember what it was? Even without finding it?
I have a quick question. Recommendations for a very basic beginner knitter pattern. Nothing too complex. Maybe something like a cowl or a hat. Lots of people do hats for their first project.
Find your fade Cardi.
Anything by Nora Gone.
Anything beading lace. Totally.
That's a good question. I mean, a lot of people, it's funny, they say they start with a scarf. I don't think a scarf is a beginner
I think
thing.
you should start with a hat.
Scarves take forever to finish.
Even though it's a lot of repetitive back and forth with a scarf, it's a lot of knitting.
Yeah.
I would start with a nice hat in the round. There's a hats you can seam so you can knit it flat.
Yeah.
That would be a great first project.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing pops into my mind. I mean,
like
we don't knit complicated patterns.
Yeah. If you go into the free patterns on Ravelry, you'll find lots of simple, like when you click on the word hat, there's like simple beanie or simple whatever. And I would go with that kind of stuff. Yeah. And really, it's more about what you feel like knitting. The thing that you want to knit is going to be your best first project.
Yeah.
Right? Somebody wants to know which brioche class on Craftsy they should buy to learn brioche by Nancy Marchand.
Is there more than one?
I think she does have two.
I actually thought she only had one, so I would just say the Nancy Marchand.
Either
or, you're not going to go wrong.
Yes. Yeah.
Really, you guys?
Yeah. Sorry. And somebody just said Tin Can Knits. Tin Can Knits is a great place to go for basic. They've got that whole, is it the basic collection?
Well, yes. And they have such a value for their pattern. They have so many sizes, and they're well written, not complicated.
And if you love a pattern that's not in their free collection, but just buy it.
Yeah.
They're amazing. I would say go for Tin Can Knits for sure. There's so many people in here not like just answering questions that sometimes it's like, it's hard to find the question. Okay, that one is about mascara. Maybe that one's...
There's a new L'Oreal mascara. It's a pink tube, brand new, that just came out. Boy, is that nice.
When will you go live on your next podcast? An hour ago.
78 minutes ago.
I'm in the knitting funk. Do you have these moments and how do you get re-inspired? And what are your thoughts about knitting socks with DK yarn? Yes. But I would still stay with the wool nylon blend. Yeah. But they just take less time to knit.
Yeah.
And they're a little bit thicker. Just keep that in mind.
Yeah. Sort of like a slipper sock. But if your knitting mojo is not great and you feel like knitting a DK sock, do it. I also feel like Instagram is really inspirational. I think, just perusing Ravelry, just sort of going through patterns, and you sort of let it take you where it takes you until something inspires you. Yeah. And if you don't feel like knitting for some time, your mojo will come back. Yeah. It will. It'll just come back.
Yeah. I feel like it's sometimes you end up seeing that pattern.
Yeah.
And then you think, oh my gosh, I have that yarn. Or, if you're at a yarn store, sometimes you'll see a skein that inspires you and you think, this has to be a hat, or this has to be my socks.
Or this has to be socks now.
Right.
For me, right? Like,
it would make the cutest mittens too.
No, it's gotta be socks.
It would make the cutest mittens.
Love.
I think I'm gonna start doing different stuff with my self-striping yarn. As much as I love the socks, I'm gonna keep doing socks, but I think I'm gonna do other things too because I just love them.
Maybe a couple of more.
Sorry, you guys. I guess oops, shoot. I guess I could have.
Thank you for you guys for taking the time
Some
even
of
to
them
go in
are-
Ravelry and
This
ask
girl
questions.
had the really cutest question. It was a big one, and it was like,
What size needles do I use for socks? I use a 2.5. Tracie used a 2.25. And I just started with the 2.5. That's why I...
okay, my question is, what do you do with your leftover bits of yarn?
Nothing.
Did you see that Instagram post I put up the other day of that shawl?
Yes. There's
a brand new pattern out called Timothy Ridge. I think that's it. It is a shawl. It's a super cool construction, and it's a totally scrappy project. Garter stitch, scrappy. That's what I would do with my scraps. It's the first project that's made me think, okay, that's one I would do with my scraps.
It's so gorgeous. It's knit in a triangle, but then you pick up edges and it goes in a totally different direction. It's a really
so pretty.
Cool construction. You're gonna have fun with that color, that shawl color work.
Okay,
not color work, just changing colors.
No, it's garter stitch. I think it's a very simple, simple construction, and it could even be your first shawl if you wanted to. But the thing I love about it is you could do one garter stripe of color, and then that's all you need for the yarn. You don't ever have to use it again.
So it will use every ounce of
it's
scraps
a brand new pattern on Ravelry too. So you're sort of getting in on the ground floor. There's a knit along. So this is a pattern by Devon Ventry. Oh, it's so hard.
Let me
to
go
see.
closer.
Can you see? Who is Nitty McPurley, and she has the Nitty McPurley podcast on anywhere you can get audio podcasts.
But see how it changes direction here?
It's so stripy, and I guess it catches my eye because I'm a big stripe girl. I love stripes. And you could do this. There's never going to be two alike.
See?
Isn't that good? Can you see it? Good close up, right? That's what I would do with my scraps, but there's all kinds of blanket projects. I think scrappy socks are really cute. I still want to do scrappy socks. Don't you?
Yes, most definitely.
Yeah. The problem is I don't like winding those little balls of yarn.
I know. You know what you do it with the row 1 ones?
Yeah, the ones that are already wound.
Where do you get your stash storage? IKEA.
Yeah, absolutely.
So is that sort of it?
I think so. Yeah. I did bring my little scale.
What were you going to weigh?
Nothing. I just want to say again, I think we all need these. Like when I was using those, I was trying to find out, if I had enough yarn to do more rounds on my mitten and stuff. And this is just a little pocket scale. This is probably the best one that I've had. And it pops out, there's your little buttons and the little readout. And you just put your yarn on and weigh it.
It's great.
It's super duper handy for figuring out maximize your yarn.
Yeah.
Like weigh it, do a row, weigh it again. Do I still have enough to do another row to bind off or whatever? I think it saves you ripping back a lot.
And I think it's one of those tools you may not use a lot, but let me tell you, when you need it, you need it.
Everybody's going to need it at some point.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So I love it. That's the only other thing that I was going to talk about. And I think that's it. That was fun.
Yeah. Thank you for watching.
Thank you to everybody that joined in and asked questions. And thank you to everybody that clicks play later when you have some time. What are you going to do today now?
I'm going to go home and eat. I haven't eaten. I'm hungry.
Me either. I had a couple of Ritzes and
Georgia! We're podcasting.
Make us some lunch!
Totally. I'm ready to eat!
There's nobody else in my house right now. Sleeping dogs.
I saw Jackson pulled away. I think he knew I was coming.
Right.
He turned the corner.
Right.
Peel out.
Auntie's coming over. Oh my God! I'm leaving.
No, I'll just go home and I probably won't work.
Well, I would know what I would do.
Yeah.
I would knit my bulky sweater.
I don't think I'm feeling guilty about it either.
Why? No, I wouldn't. That's it. So I'm going to be knitting too. I'm going to be knitting on my super secret craftsy knitting.
Yeah.
And hey, watching Peaky Blinders. We love Peaky Blinders.
I haven't watched that.
It's good.
What else have I been watching? The Bachelor.
Really?
He's sort of... blah.
I feel that way about that show all the time.
He's so cute, but I just sort of feel blah about
oh my
the
God,
season.
all the
I'm
girls that go on that show, or all the guys, like, I shouldn't really get into it.
Amazing Race.
I just can't. Amazing Race. I didn't even watch last night's yet. I have to. Why?
It was a special double episode.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So that's what I'll go do. I'll put something TiVoed on. Does anyone say TiVoed anymore?
There's no such thing.
Recorded.
Oh my God, the year I got a TiVo for my birthday for my husband.
That was a game changer.
Game changer when you can record multiple shows at the same time.
What's Peaky Blinders?
Peaky Blinders is on Netflix, and it's like the Irish mafia kind of.
Are they all Irish?
No, sorry. Why do I keep saying Irish? They're in England.
Okay.
They're in England.
You had me in
But
Irish.
it's really good. And there's lots of accents. And I'm on the last season right now, and I'm starting to panic. We've been burning through the episodes. My husband loves it too.
Where's Ozark? Season 2.
Well, it better hurry up.
Anyway.
You know what else I loved? Queen of the South on Netflix. That's like, I tend to like these crime shows.
Yeah, I
loved Breaking Bad. So I love those. And you guys, Schitt's Creek. How much? I was telling you how cute it is.
Cast is just like, come on.
As a Canadian, I am a giant Eugene Levy fan. Like, I just love him. And his hunky son is on that show.
Is that his son?
That's his son. But I mean, it's an adorable family. It's very cute. It makes me smile. I like Schitt's Creek too.
Yeah.
And I just like saying Schitt's Creek. Oh, somebody said Queen of the South is amazing. It is. It is.
I don't watch these shows.
Queen of the South is really, really good.
What was the last thing I
Like, it's a major drug cartel. This one woman, I can't wait for it to come back out. We actually paid for a season of it. We love that show so much.
Tracy.
I never.
Yeah.
It's really good.
Grace
Watch
and
it.
Frankie, do you watch that?
I have in the past, but I haven't finished it. I guess
Yeah.
I should.
I never
But I
watched
love-
Orange is the New Black either. Do you?
I watched the first season of Orange is the New Black, and then it was like,
I watched 3 or 4 episodes. I guess I swear
I
there's
think they're
different
milking
things.
that more than it needs to be. But anyway,
So that's it.
we're just babbling now. I'm sorry to keep you guys. All right.
You'll see us for our anniversary next time.
Yes.
Make sure to
Maybe we'll wear bikinis
Oh yes.
or sequins. Maybe we'll celebrate.
Oh my gosh. Tiaras for sure.
Because from here down, it's pajamas right now. We know.
Oh my god, you guys! I'm wearing sweats. My sweater shrunk. I'm not wearing a bra. My boobs are down to here, and I'm wearing Under Armour sweats and fuzzy Crocs. I swear, that's what I'm wearing on the bottom.
It's very forgiving just podcasting from the chin up. Chest up.
You're welcome. I put a hat on. Anyway, so that's it. Happy knitting, everybody! Don't forget to subscribe and hit a thumbs up.
And go to Ravelry and enter for the Recollection by Renee Callahan. It's gorgeous.
Now I'm going to
See you next time. Mwah! Have so much fun with your knitting.
Goodbye.